The college basketball experience, TBT preview and picks edition for Monday, July 29th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is giving away $15 million in Best Ball Mania 5. Sign up today using the promo code TCESGPN to claim your first time deposit and offer up to $250 bonus in cash. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has the best AI picks and projections with the football models that are live now. Claim your 7-day free trial today by going over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That is the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM today. And welcome everybody into the college basketball experience TBT version. We have reached the Elite Eight. We got 2 games tonight. We got 2 games tomorrow. And I'm at the beach right now, but I told you I'd have an episode on Monday. Made it happen. So let's get into it. We got 2 games in the Louisville region, and then we got 2 in Houston tomorrow. Lante sent me his picks, so I will read off his picks as well. But first off, I got to introduce myself. I am Moneyline Mac, aka the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin.
It's Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Also known as Mac Tonight. With the virtual background, you can't really get your can in there. The cheers when I cheers you guys. So doing the best I can with what I got. Found a room that's got some good Wi-Fi connection, but it doesn't stop us from producing this show. So got like I said, 4 games in the Elite Eight, 2 in Louisville, 2 in Houston tomorrow night. And we're on the other side. We're going to get into it because first we got to talk about, the NFL's here, baby. The NFL is back. So make sure you go check out the main Sports Gambling Podcast Network. I might be on one of those previews coming up here. Cough, cough, hail the Redskins, baby. And as a bonus, each team preview will include a code word. Submit the 32 code word phrase, and you could be the lucky winner who gets a $500 NFL Circa future bet. Imagine what you could turn that 500 into, baby. Let's go. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and in the SGPN app. All righty, let's get into it. There we go. Now we got our normal setup. I was too zoomed in there. The first game on the dock, and let me make sure I have the updated lines, is going to be between Takeover BC and Carmen's crew. So the Ohio State alumni have done a good job. We're able to navigate that Dayton region. Looked impressive. They're a 4.5 point favorite, over under 150.5, minus 210 on the money line, plus 160 for Takeover BC. To recap, obviously, both teams won 3 games to get to where they're at. Takeover BC was very dominant in their last game. They beat Red Rose Thunder 88-65. They've been balanced throughout the tournament. Pulling up the bracket right now. It was they started with a impressive 91-75 win over Zip 'em Up. That was a Xavier alumni team in the Cincinnati region. The game where they really escaped elimination was when they were able to beat Dream 34. They stole that game. They trailed for a majority of the game. See it a lot of the time in single elimination bracket play. If you're able to steal one and survive in advance, you're able to go on a run here. They were able to do that. They trailed 90% of that game, had no business winning. And then the next game, they put it on the Red Rose Thunder. And it was wire to wire. Completely the better team against Red Rose Thunder. Sorry, 88-63. So they won by 25, not 23. AJ English has been phenomenal for them. Desi Washington has been phenomenal for them. And those have been kind of their 2 horses. And they'll have their hands full tonight. Obviously taking on the Carmen's crew. The Carmen's crew went 3-0 in the Dayton region, including a impressive win over Hardfire, the defending champs. So they were able to knock out the Giant, knock out the defending champs, and they've been able to do so behind Jared Solinger, who's been good this tournament. The old vet, the old Buckeye. The Wesson brothers have been good. Jamel Morris has been really good off the bench. Just overall, been really impressed with Ohio State. They beat Red Scare the round before that by 10. And they're looking to continue this momentum. So to sum up their run, they beat the guys, St. Louis 88-74. Then they beat Red Scare 71-60. And then, like I said, they were able to knock out the Giant, knock off the defending champs 74-70 against Heartfire. So that gets me to tonight. How do I see this game playing, man? First off, I'm going to take the points, 4.5. And I think we see this a lot in the TBT. It's hard to get away from these teams in the TBT because a lot of the time in the NBA, college basketball, you see the foul game at the end and you make your free throws to get the cover. There's no free throws in this. You have to score the game-winning shot, score whether it's at the foul line, a three, layup, etc. And that's why these games are so close and honestly favors the dog. This game opened at 3. It's come up half a point or a point and a half. And I think a lot of it, people are just in love with this Ohio State team. And I think a lot of people just haven't watched Takeover BC, and they were just as impressive going through that region. I'm going to take the points. I think the guard duo of English and then the 1-2 punch of English and Washington able to keep them close. And I think we got a game that comes right down to the wire. And I think, honestly, I think they're live to win the game. So, of course, 4.5. I will sprinkle a little bit on the money line, but definitely love the plus 4.5. Feel like I'm getting a couple free points here just with the Ohio State brand, and I'm sure the public loves the Carmen's crew here. So give me the 4.5 and sprinkle some on that plus 160 money line. The second game, and this one's going to be electric. This one's going to be super fun. La Familia, the Kentucky Wildcats team who have boat raced everybody so far in this tournament, beat 305 Ballers 82-56, beat Knopf. They were able to get away from them late. They beat them by, I think, 15, navigating this region. By the way, TBT does not have the best website, so it's not really the easiest website to navigate. If you're wondering why I'm squinting trying to navigate this, 81-64. Then they beat the Herd. They were the most impressive last game, dominating the Herd from start to finish. I did not see that coming, so extremely impressed with the way they were able to get away from the Herd, who's been a TBT staple. On the other side, man, you got the rival. You got the Louisville Cardinal. This game is at Freedom Hall. This game is at Louisville, so and it's going to be a true home game. I don't know exactly how many people are going to be at that game. I would think around 10,000. They started off. They beat the Bellarmine, as Colby likes to say, alumni 80-71. Then they beat Sideline Cancer in a hell of a game, 71-69. Found a way to survive that scare like I talked about with Takeover BC. And then they finally put it together from start to finish, and they were able to pull away from who was it? Team DRC, 83-68. They warmed down with their athletes, their athleticism. You know me, man. I'm taking the dog here. I'm definitely taking the dog in a rivalry. Kentucky, Louisville, man. This is going to be a one-possession game. Comes right down to the wire. And I like the continuity. I think it took a couple games to get the core back intact. They hadn't played together for a couple years ago. Peyton Siva, Montrezl Harrell, Smith, Nick Mayo's been good off the bench. Chris Jones as well. Bohannon. This is a personal game for Louisville. So definitely gonna take the points here. And I definitely think they're live in front of that home crowd. So plus 165 on the money line is what I see. You're getting 5 points. Over unders 149.5. All over. Louisville's the home dog here against Kentucky. And I think it's going to be a hell of a game. So Lante, by the way, is on Takeover BC. He, though, is on La Familia. He's been riding La Familia. He's 3-0 so far riding them. So we're head to head on that one. But I'm confident. I'm confident, my guys from Louisville. You can't let Big Blue Nation come in there and control the tempo, come into your house and and beat you on your home floor. So give me Louisville to get it done and get to the Final Four in Philly next week. And let's hit an ad break, and then we'll go over lock, dog. Well, there's only 2 games. And we'll look at some underdog plays. Underdog Fantasy has just launched their underdog streaks. Hit your first 2 pickups entry and then go streaking. You can go 11-0 and win 1,000 times what you put in. Plus, the Best Ball Mania is live within 15 million in prizes. Sign up today using the promo code right here, TCESGPN, to claim your special pick and first time deposit. Offer up to $250 bonus in cash. Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Odds Jams. If you're interested in trying out Odds Jams, you can get a 7-day free trial by using the link. And don't forget to enter your promo code SGPN to get 35% off your first month of your subscription. Oddsjam.com, promo code SGPN. You got to check those guys out, man. They do a great job giving you the best odds, and it's a good way to beat the sportsbook. So get on over there to oddsjam.com, promo code SGPN. All righty, let's get into the lock and dog. Lock. Well, I guess we're picking both games. Lock Louisville +5. Dog, we'll go Team Takeover BC +160. Both games in Louisville. And I'm looking forward to seeing the Montrezl Harrell Cauley Stein matchup. Looking forward to seeing Bledsoe versus Siva, just like the olden days. So this is going to be a fantastic night in the TBT in Louisville. Tomorrow night we got Eberlein Drive is taking on Happy Valley Hoopers. That's one of the semifinal games in Houston, and then the nightcap Forever Cougs versus Team Colorado. That's the other game. Let's go over to Underdog. Let's pull up Underdog because I know they got something for us. The Underdog TBT. Where's TBT at? All right. Let's go AJ English. Just talked about how much I like him. Or do we want to go Desi Washington? We could go higher 11.5 for Jared Sullinger, 11.5. Higher AJ English. No, let's go Desi Washington, 16.5. Let's go Willie Cauley. No, let's go Montrezl Harrell, higher 13.5 points. And for the Kentucky team, let's go. Who do we want to go with? Willie Cauley Stein. Or no, let's go Bledsoe. 16.5. So to recap, that gets you 10-1. Montrezl Harrell, higher, 13.5 points. Eric Bledsoe, higher, 16.5 points. Desi Washington, higher, 16.5 points. And Jared Sullinger, 11.5. 10-1 over at Underdog Fantasy. Promo code TCESGPN to make sure you get the best time and latest offers over there. Those guys do a great job, and they'll be with us the entire college football and college basketball season. Love our partnership with them. But yeah, like I said, quick and efficient, baby. I found a way to get you guys an episode out here tonight with the game tipping off at 7 and 9 o'clock, doubleheader in the great city of Louisville. We will be back tomorrow to preview those Houston games that I talked about. Eberlein Drive versus the Happy Valley team. Forever Cougs versus Team Colorado. But hey, make sure you do your part. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, and help us out. Help us help you. So, go subscribe to the College Football Experience with Colby, NC Nick, Patty C, breaking down all 134 teams. Main Sports Gambling Podcast. We talked about it. Ryan and Sean breaking down all 32 NFL teams. Will be on there later this week, most likely. And go check out the College Baseball Experience with Noah Beanick and company. They're doing a great job as well, breaking down the offseason as we head into another year as well next year. Big 12 Experience with me, Troy, and Rush. And subscribe to the College Basketball Experience. This show, baby. This shows the horse, baby, on the TCE network. So that's all I got. I'll be back tomorrow night, live from the beach down here in Sandbridge, Virginia Beach. So cheers to everybody that tuned in for a little happy hour before some TBT games tonight. another edition of
It's Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
This is Mac Tonight signing off over here at the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.